Hi children, how are you all? I hope all you are fine. Children, in that previous video what we discussed, we discussed concept 1 which are related to types of numbers, right? In this video we are going to discuss about that concept 2, okay? And in the previous video we are having that worksheet also there, worksheet which is related to concept 1, okay ma? Now here in this video we are going to discuss about the concept 2 which is related to rational numbers. Rational numbers. Already I told you rational numbers again classified into, actually what about that rational numbers ma here? Rational numbers are the combination of negative fractions and positive fractions along with integers. Okay. Now here say that in that rational numbers what we can observe here? Negative fractions, and here positive fractions, and here integers. The combination of integers, positive fractions, and in the same way negative fractions we will call them as rational numbers. Okay ma, here actually this concept is fractions. Here positive fractions what we are saying, that is related to fractions concept. Along with that positive fractions we are having that negative fractions also. By combining that positive fractions and negative fractions also there, these two also we will call them as rational numbers. So before going to discuss about that fractions, first we have to learn about that rational number. What are rational numbers? Okay, what is the definition of a rational number? Okay, now here see that. What about that rational number? Rational number. See here, what is the definition ma here? A number which can be expressed as the form P by Q. As the form P by Q. See here. A number which can be expressed as the form P by Q, where P comma Q belongs to integers, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0 is called a rational number. Is called a rational number. See this ma, what is the definition here? A number which can be expressed in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers. Here P is integer and Q is also integer, and here Q not equal to 0. Why? Because Q not equal to 0 means in the denominator if we are having that is 0, then that is undefined. Any number by 0 is always undefined. We know that, right? That's why here P and Q are integers. 0 is also integer. Here P is equal to 0 but Q value not equal to 0. Why? Because Q is there at the place of denominator. Okay, in that A by B form, A is an integer and B is also an integer, but B value should not equals to 0. Why? Because if B is equal to 0, then that is undefined. And in the same way here also, if Q is equal to 0, then the value is undefined. Okay ma, as per that one here, what is the definition? A number which can be expressed as the form P by Q, where P comma Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. See here, let P is equals to 1, Q is equals to 2. Then the rational number, then P by Q is equals to how much ma? P by Q is equals to 1 by 2. Okay, here P is equal to 1, positive, Q is equal to 2, positive. Yes or no? So here this is a positive integer. 1 belongs to positive integer and in the same way 2 belongs to positive integer. Understood ma? That's why here P by Q 1 by 2, that is a positive rational number or not? Yes. 1 by 2 is a positive rational number. 1 by 2 is a positive rational number. Understood ma? And in the same way, for example here, let P is equals to minus 2, Q is equals to minus 5. Q is equal to minus 5. Then what we can say here, P by Q. Then P by Q is equals to, minus 2 by minus 5. Is it a positive rational number or negative rational number? Minus 2 belongs to negative rational number, and in the same way minus 5 is also negative rational number. Okay ma? Sorry, minus 5 is a negative integer. Minus 2 is also negative integer. Now here minus 2 by minus 5 is a negative rational number or not? See here, is it a negative rational ma? Here minus is there, here minus is there. So is it possible to say this is a negative rational number? No, this is positive rational number. Why? Because a minus and minus gets cancelled. Again this is 2 by 5. This is a positive rational number. This is a positive rational number. Positive rational number. Did you understand? Yes. One more example. Let P is equals to minus 3, Q is equals to plus 5. Then P by Q is equals to, here P is equals to minus 3, Q is equals to 5. Here minus 3 belongs to negative integer and plus 5 belongs to positive integer. Okay ma. Now here is it a negative rational number or positive rational number? Yes, of course this is a negative rational number. Why? Because here the quotient of one positive and one negative is always negative. So that's why here again you will get it as minus 3 by 5 only. Minus 3 by 5. That is a positive rational number or negative rational number? Yes, that is a negative rational number. Negative rational number. Understood ma? Here 2 by 5, that is a positive rational number, and we can say this is a fraction also. Fraction, positive fraction. Okay ma? And these are negative fractions. Negative fractions comes under that rational numbers. Okay, positive fractions also rational numbers and negative fractions also rational numbers. Okay ma? Now here see that this is about that rational numbers. Okay, now here see that as per the definition here we written that P by Q, where P comma Q belongs to Z, okay, Q not equal to 0 I said no. For example, 2 by 0 is there, 2 by 0. 2 is an integer, 0 is also an integer. Now here 2 by 0 is a rational number. No, this is not a rational number. Why? Because not belongs to rational number. Rational number. Why? Because what is the reason? Here denominator Q not equals to 0. Q not equals to 0. Then only that one belongs to rational number. Okay, but here Q is equals to 0. No, that's why this is not a rational number. Understood ma? So this is the definition of that rational number. Now what is the simplest form of a rational number? Before going to discuss about that simplest form of a rational number, here I am saying that a P by Q form. But actually in that fractions, what we will call that? Fraction is also in the form of P by Q, right? Now here what we will call that P and what we will call that Q. Here P by Q form we are saying. Here P is that numerator. Numerator. Okay, and Q is called denominator. And this line is called a fractional bar and vinculum. Fractional bar or vinculum. Okay ma? Now here say that here P is called a numerator, Q is called a denominator. The number which is there at the place of P is called a numerator and the number which is there at the place of Q is called a denominator. Understood ma? Now here what about that simplest form? Simplest form. Simplest form means both numerator and denominator are not having any other common factors except 1. In a rational number, both numerator and denominator are not having any other common factors except 1. Then only we can say that the given fraction or the given rational number is in its simplest form. Is in its simplest form. That one only known as irreducible fraction. We will discuss in the next one. That term is called irreducible fraction or irreducible rational number. Understood, ma? Now here see that simplest form means both numerator in a rational number, both numerator and denominator are having only one as the common factor. Then the rational number is said to be in its simplest form or lowest form. Am I clear to you, ma? Okay, what is that simplest form? Here both numerator and denominator are having only one as the common factor. Those two are not having any other common factors. Then we can say that given rational number is in its simplest form or lowest form. Okay, just see here, ma, for example, here the given rational number is 4 by 6. Now here 4 by 6, that is a rational number. 4 is an integer, 6 is an integer. That's why here 4 by 6. Okay, that's why 4 by 6 is a rational number. Am I clear, ma? Now here see that 4 and 6 are having any other common factors, ma? Of course 4 and 6 are having here 2 as the common factor. But as per our definition, what we can say here, simplest form means both numerator and denominator are having only one as the common factor. But here these two are having 2 also as the common factor. That's why 4 by 6 is not in its simplest form. So how to convert into simplest form? By dividing both numerator and denominator by its common factors. Okay. Now here see that. What is the common factor here? 4 is having the factors of 4, 1, 2, 4. 6 common factors, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. Now here common factors. What are the common factors, ma? Common factors. What are the common factors here? 1, 2. Now divide that given fraction, given rational number by divided by 1 means except 1 is the common factor. If those two are having that 1 as the common factor, then we can say that the given rational number is in its simplest form. But here say that except 1 we are having one more, no, what is that? 2. So divided by 2. Then what we will get here? 4 divided by 2 means 2. 6 divided by 2 means 3. Now here its simplest form is 2 by 3. Now here 2 by 3 is in its simplest form. 2 by 3 is a rational number. So children, up to now we are saying that a rational number. So we understood now what is that rational number now. Now here how to denote that? By which letter we can represent rational numbers? Okay, rational numbers represent the set of rational numbers. The set of rational numbers denoted by a letter, Q. What about that Q here? Q means quotient. Here we are seeing for that quotient only, no, rational numbers. Okay, so that's why here the set of rational numbers denoted by the letter Q. Okay, on the number line, how to represent that rational numbers? On the number line, how to represent that rational numbers? Actually, we have that one of the concept, that is concept 4 or something, that is related to represent rational numbers on a number line. Just to say that where we can observe that rational numbers. Okay, I'll tell you that one. See here, we know that integers number line 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2, plus 2. What we can say, this is related to integers number line. Okay ma. Now here where we can represent that fractions, where we can represent that rational numbers. Okay. First see that 1 by 2 I want to represent it. 1 by 2 is a rational number or not? Yes, 1 by 2 is a rational number. Okay, 1 by 2, how we can write it? 1 by 2 is equals to 0.5. Yes or no? 1 divided by 2. Just by using the division also you can do that. 1. Okay, keep that 0 here and here 0. 0.5. 10. Clear ma? So 1 by 2 we can write it as 0.5 also, no? In the decimals topic we will discuss that one. So 1 by 2 means a half. 1 by 2 means a half. 0 to 1, 1 part. 0 to 1, 1 part. And this one represents the half of the part. Half of the part means here only, no? This is 1 by 2. Okay ma? 1 by 2 is a rational number here. And we can keep that minus 1 by 2. Where we can keep that minus 1 by 2? Here this is minus 1 by 2. Am I clear? And this is, so up to here 1 part. And this one we can represent it as, this is 1 part plus a half part. 1 plus half is equals to 1 and half. We can write this one as a 3 by 2. We will discuss about this one in types of fractions. I will tell you that one. How to convert this one, I will tell you at the time of types of fractions. Okay ma? Now here say that this is 1 and half part. Okay, and up to here 2 parts. And this is 2 and half parts. Okay, so in this manner we can represent that rational numbers on a number line. Okay, children, up to now we discussed about that. What about that rational numbers and positive rational numbers and negative rational numbers, and in the same way we discussed about that simplest form of a rational number, and in the same way where we can observe that rational numbers on a number line. Along with that we are having equivalent rational numbers. Equivalent rational numbers means what? See here. Equivalent rational numbers. So equivalent rational numbers means, see that same value of the rational numbers. Okay, just here we are saying that 1 by 2 we taken previous, right? 1 by 2, if you multiply both numerator and denominator by the same non-zero integer, if you multiply both numerator and denominator by the same non-zero integer, then you will get that here 1 into 2 is equals to 2, 2 into 2 is equals to 4. Then here we can say that 2 by 4 is an equivalent rational number of 1 by 2. 2 by 4 is that equivalent rational number of 1 by 2. Okay, now here 2 by 4 we got it, right? 2 by 4 I want to multiply with some other number. Okay, I want to multiply this one with by 2 again. Then how much you will get here? 2 2's 4, 4 2's 8. Okay. Next, I want to multiply this one with by 3. 2 3's 6, 4 3's 12. Okay, but one condition, by what number we are multiplying with the numerator, by the same number we should multiply with the denominator. Understood ma? Here say that. Now here we got it as 1 by 2. What that rational number we taken, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 multiplied, 1 is multiplied by 2, 2 is multiplied by 2, after we got it as 2 by 4. After that 2 by 4 is multiplied again, 2 by 2. 2 2's 4, 4 2's 8. Again we taken here 2 multiplied by 3, 4 multiplied by 3, we got it as 6 by 12. Okay ma? Now here 2 by 4, 4 by 8, 6 by 12, these all are that equivalent rational numbers of 1 by 2. How we can say these all are that equivalent rational numbers? I'll tell you, see that here. Actually what rational number we taken ma here? Given rational number is 1 by 2. Okay, now here 2 by 4. 2 by 4 is a rational number, but that is not in its simplest form. So just convert into simplest form. What you will get? 2 ones, 2 twos. Again you will get it as 1 by 2. Okay. Next second one, 4 by 8. 4 ones, 4 twos. Again we got it as 1 by 2. Okay. Next 6 by 12. 6 ones, 6 twos. Again you will get it as 1 by 2. So from this one what we can understand, ma, equivalent means after cancellation, after that simplifying the given rational number, we will get the same resultant what we taken. Okay, first what we taken here 1 by 2. After simplifying these all values, again we are getting here 1 by 2. Which means these all are that what rational numbers we written here, these all are the rational numbers which are equivalent to the rational number what we taken. Understood, ma? So 2 by 4, 4 by 8, 6 by 12 and so on, these all are that equivalent fractions of 1 by 2. Okay, not only by using that multiplication. Here by using that division also we can do that. How we can see that? By using division, for example here 12 by 15 is there. 12 by 15. What is the equivalent rational number of 12 by 15? Here I want to divide this one with, actually we taken that rational number as 12 by 15. 12 divided by 3, 15 divided by 3. Okay, ma? Now here 12 divided by 3 means how much you will get? 3 4s 12, 3 5s 15, 4 by 5. Now here 12 by 15 is equals to 4 by 5. 4 by 5 is an equivalent rational number of 12 by 15. Am I clear to you? So here by multiplying or by dividing, what method you are using, here the one point you have to remember. What is that point? Means both numerator and denominator should be multiplied or divided by the same non-zero integer. Divided by same non-zero integer. And one more point, its denominator should not be equals to 0. Okay, then only we can say that the given number is a rational number. Understood, ma? So in this video what we learned? From that concept one we learned about that what about that rational number and how to find its simplest form. Okay, and in the same way how to find that equivalent rational numbers. Okay, in that next video we will discuss about that fractions and types of fractions. Okay, why? Because in that middle we are telling about that fractions means up to now we have an idea about that rational number. Every rational number is every positive rational number is a fraction. Understood? Now what about that fraction? How many types of fractions are there? We will discuss in that next concept. Okay, we will discuss in that next video. Okay, thank you all.